Check, check, check. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening. It is morning time here on the ramp in Oxana in Mexico, just south of Mexico City, about 100 miles or so, headed over to Honduras in the FSS 727 passenger bird. I've been liking this airplane quite a bit. You guys have seen me fly it on the channel quite a lot, actually, especially now that it's in 2024. And I love it. I love it. Is it missing some sound enhancing stuff? Yes, I feel like the sound improvement could really go a long way on this bird. But as far as hand flying, I mean, it hand flies great in the sim. I like using the SIVA INS. I like just managing the airplane as it is. So we're going to be taking this bird with us down to Honduras, and this is a special livery, not yet released. I can't wait to see. It looks like Whiskey Throttle's working on a Mexicana fleet pack. Absolutely love the old school like tail design here on the Mexicana 727. There's a couple other ones too that are pretty cool, a couple different colors, but this livery is not yet released. It will be out as soon as Whiskey Throttle finishes them up, I'm sure. But it is looking good right now. I mean, you can see some of the wear there from the APU burning along the burning the side of the fuselage there. Absolutely love it. Got a busy ramp out here. We got a TWA 74 Classic. We got a 73 NG over there. We got an A321 Neo, it looks like, over there. Man, it's a packed ramp here in this little town in Mexico, headed to Tegucigalpa. So it's going to be a fun one. Swarms in the house. Good to see you. Captain McGee's here. A Zippy Zapple. What's going on, my man? Andy B. Mitchell, Taylor, Callie Simmer. Cheers, Callie Simmer. I got myself a little something different. So this is a Cafe de Olla latte. Tyson, where are you at? I don't even know. It was off the my local coffee shop's Mexican menu. Now, I know AJ said I need to get the horchata latte, and I ordered it. They actually have one there at my local shop. They have an horchata espresso latte thing. However, he said it's not the best. It's not the best cold, or excuse me, hot. So, and I wanted something hot this morning because it's cloudy outside, and it's not cold, but it's cloudy and gloomy, kind of like it is here on the ramp. And for some reason, I just like having hot coffee when it's gloomy outside. So we've got ourselves the Cafe de Olla. Is from the pot, but it's usually really sweet. Yeah, it's not okay. So this one, it's not too sweet. He said they make like their own. It's like a super simple brown sugar that they make in house, and then it's just that and some cream, and it's delicious, man. It's very, very good. So. Let me have a sip here on that one, but yeah, it's going to get me fired up. We got a long day ahead, Chad. It's going to be a fun one today. We've got the 727 here first. Later this afternoon, we're going to be in the FSS E190 in 2024. Yes, the E-Jets in 2024. I haven't flown those in a while either. Get a lot of flack every time I stream those. So if you want to see that, make sure you stick around after this stream. It should send you over there. So we got a lot to program. We got the SIVA to program. We got an hour and 33 minutes en route at Mach 80. Hold on. Miss V1 is texting me. Do I want Chick-fil-A? No, thank you. All right. It's time to go to work, chat. Who's ready? Breeze is in the house. That's who we're taking, JJ. Yeah, we're taking the Breeze. I don't know if I can get any third-party liveries. I like the third-party Breeze livery the best, but I don't know if I was able to get that to work. Cutvo checking over from the vertical stream. How's it going, man? You like the in-op sticker? Yeah, we do have the in-op sticker over on the cockpit cam, on the vertical cockpit cam. So here we go, chat. Let's go ahead and get the airplane fired up. Let's go ahead and get the battery switch on. And I'll tell you what, let's go right into an APU start. We'll get the APU up and running for the aircraft, so everything will be all set up. We'll go ahead and run the fire test. Reset 1, reset 2. Tony Toga, what's going on the vertical side? How's it going, man? How you doing? All right, we'll go ahead and go on and start. We'll crank this APU up. Once the APU gets cranking, we'll get some air on. We'll get the doors open. We'll get the lights on. We're good to go. Even Miss V1 is asking if it has VNAV. I can get you a 195 Breeze if you want. Post it in the Discord, man. See if it works. I'll take a look at it because there used to be one that was super good on the Flight Sim TO. I haven't even looked at what liveries work or not, though. Just bought this bad boy last night, still learning how to fire up, but it's a nice change of pace from all my Airbus flying. Lone Star, well, welcome in, man. Well, hopefully we can get you some tips here. So once we get the APU up, and I'm doing it basically off a APU start. So battery, APU is up and running, EGT is stabilized. We're going to go ahead and close the generator contactor. With that closed, I'm going to get some lights on here. Let's go ahead and get the fluorescent panel on. We'll get the forward. We'll get some of this, we'll get some of this, we'll get some overhead juice like that. We'll do a little red on the overhead control stand, looking good. On the emergency exit lights while we're looking at them. When that's set, we'll come over here. Let's get one galley power on. We're on APU bus, that all checks out. Fluorescent light, not quite dark enough, but we'll get the other lights on. We'll get some background lighting going on here. Circuit breakers, panel lights, all that wonderful juice. Okay, so that's up and running. That looks good. We'll clear the caution. We'll get our standby out. CTAF is 18.3. Is there a CTAF here? Let's go ahead and open the windows. My yoke's going to do that jittery thing. That's just a force feedback yoke thing. We'll go ahead and get those out. Windows are open. We'll get some APU bleed on, get the packs running on the ground. Cooling doors are full open. That checks out. One galley power is set. We'll come back to all this here in a minute. While that's booting up or warming up, let's go ahead and open the aft cargo. And let's do the boarding stair, forward entry door, forward cargo door. Now, I believe we got to juice up some hydraulics down here, so we'll go hydraulic, electric pump 1 and 2. With those juiced up, we should be able to open the aft stair. Here she comes. You love the retro tri-holers? Me too, Max Calgill. Me too. Robinson J. Santana, what's going on, man? Looks perfect on the phone, watching PC and Galaxy. Very sweet, man. Robinson J. Santana, good to have you checking in over on the flight deck camera, my man. Appreciate you. Small fire on the wing. Yep, that was a design that didn't last very long. APU right on the fuselage there. All right, with that set up, we're everything looking good. Let's go into our aircraft options. Everything is what I like there. We'll go to pre-flight. Let's download. That's us, MOX to MHTG. We'll go ahead and begin the loading process, and we'll begin the fueling process in real time. While that's going there, a couple other things we're going to set up in the cockpit. We want to get our Radio Master 1 and 2. Those are now on. With Radio Masters on, we'll go standby align. We'll get our pause and knit going on. Mexico has a new has CTAF now. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Mick Oatmeal. Well, thanks for the heads up. You love the INOP sticker? Where can I get one? I picked it. I got it off my operator. I pulled it out of the can. It's a real world INOP sticker. Those are the real ones. That's the no joke real deal. I got there was only like 5 left. So I where you at? Over here, vertical cam. There you go. So I just took the thing part of our cockpit preparation checklist, or I guess I should say aircraft acceptance checklist, is we go through and I make sure we have all the proper documents right, and then those MEL stickers. If we're low, then I will. We store like a bunch of them in the cockpit, and I'll put a nice fresh sheet in there for the next guy that's coming in, or if it's some kind of drives me nuts. Guys leave like the empty ones. I'm like, why don't we just throw it out? How hard is it to just take this out and throw it away? So yeah, there was only 3 or 4 stickers left on it, so I just took that one and put a nice fresh one in there for the next guy. But yeah, those are the real deal INOP stickers. All right, let me pull up here. So a little bit of heads down time. You'll have to excuse me on this one. Should we do, I tell you what, should we try to load our pause from the actual EFB? So if we click this, and then we click this, we can come here. Should we try to just load waypoints like this? I think we should. If we get lost and go the wrong direction, then we'll blame it on AJ Funari because he doesn't have VNAV yet. So we're going to actually program these waypoints so you can follow along with me. And like I said, if I mistype any one of these and you guys don't catch it, you are just as at fault as I am. Anthony Mark, first time here. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome on board. All right, so I'm going to ignore the chat for the next 5 minutes, less than, hopefully. We're going to go ahead and program some waypoints. Now, we're not going to program every fix because they're just airways and they're straight shots. So, like we got Aurora here, I'm going to skip a lot of these. I'm probably just going to do the main VORs, Toncontin VOR. There's a couple getting out of here that we need to pay attention to. So let's go ahead and get the position of Oxotlan. Tassin, how do I say this in Texan? Oxotlan International Airport. So we are located at north 1659.9. I can tell you right now I'm going to mess this up because it's a different... I'm going to lose track with my eyes. West 9643.6. Insert. That's our pause, and it's in the alignment, and it's going to go ahead and start aligning out right now. So while it's in the alignment phase, we'll go back to... Oh my gosh, I screwed it up. I already screwed it up. Make sure you put your selector in position for alignment. So we're located at north 1659.9, insert west 9643.6, insert. That's our pause. Now we go to waypoint. Waypoint 1 coming out of here is direct IZT. Now I got to make sure this... Yeah, IZT is what I got. I'm just going to double check cross-reference with my sky vector here. So my sky vector says 1659.9. That checks. 9643.5, 9643.5 rounded up. Okay, so it should be accurate. Okay, so I think we're doing the proper format here. So here we go. First waypoint, XTEP. That's the VOR that we're going to program. That's located at north 1627.8. Insert west 9505. 9505.7. Insert. Waypoint 2 is going to be, we're going to do the Tapachula VOR, which is located at north 144.7.5. Insert west 9222.5. 922.5. Insert. Waypoint 3 is going to be Aurora, which is Aurora, Guatemala. That's located north 1434.3. Insert west 9032.0. That's Guatemala. Insert. Waypoint 4 basically has us going straight to Toncontin VOR, TNT, which is right here. TNT VOR waypoint 4 located north 1401.7. Insert west 8713.7. TNT. Checked. Okay, after that, we'll just put waypoint 5 as our destination, in case we want to get a direct to. So MHTG Airport is located at north 1403.6 and west 8713.0. That checks out. Okay, so there's our waypoint. This is a alternate to Cancun. Andre Zen, what's going on, man? We're not going to load in our secondary, but there is our primary, all loaded up. We are slowly aligning. We may end up just doing the fast align. That's okay. We'll go to waypoint 1. I'll throw you on distance and time. All right, with that all done, I'll put you back on the flight engineer panel. Coming down here, we'll hit the magic barrel ref key. Let's go ahead and pull out our actual charts. So we'll go over to the chart page, MMOX. I'm really liking this chart panel here. I just wish I could move it a little bit, like click and drag it or something. All right, so let's go here. Parking gates, or excuse me, airport info. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, no, it's linked up. I was going to say maybe I need to sync up my Navigraph, but I think it's already, maybe I already did that. All right, what are the winds doing today? Can we tune into an ATIS old school way? FIS 122.3. I saw Tegucigalpa and jumped in so fast. Well, welcome aboard, Jost. I haven't even done a practice sector, so brace yourselves. It should be fun. That's the wrong 122.3. 122.3, not getting any weather. Let's go ahead and turn on VHF 1, turn the volume up. No, we're not getting any weather. So, what we can do is look at a windsock. What are the windsocks doing? Windsock looks pretty much calm. There's some clouds and rain that direction. I want to go that way. So what direction is off to our right? Off to our right is going to be northbound? No, southbound. So we want to depart towards the south. Oh, don't want those charts. I want my actual charts. That's cheating. So we got MMOX. Let's go to the SID options, if there is one. JJG's. I haven't been to Tegucigalpa since the FSX days. Should be fun. Delta fan, welcome aboard, man. FSX days. Yep, I used to fly the Quality Wing 7.5 and the Captain Sim 7.5 down to Tegucigalpa. Departures 1.9. This is what I like. This looks good right here. So we will do this departure. What's the other option? The Oaxaca. Ooh, maybe we should do that. No, that's going northwest, so we don't want to do those. We're going to go runway 19er departures. It looks like to get us on our way, we want to go out towards the southeast. If I look at our flight plan, the first fix was IZT and a Mito. I don't see any of those on here. But as long as we go southeast, we should be fine. I think we should deplast off and do this arc for juice. And then we'll go out to Kesco, and then we'll go direct. Once our INS is in line, we'll be able to get a direct too. We'll get a waypoint. Tyson says Oaxaca is Oaxaca. Oaxaca? All right, Oaxaca. Thank you. I think we'll do this departure here. So 112 nothing for Oaxaca. We'll throw you in. 1120. Get you dialed in. All right, 1120 in nav 1. Looks like we're already picking up the signal. That's wonderful. All right, we're going to intercept the course 140. So let me get my course line. We'll set up our... oh, no, don't tell me course line doesn't work now. Oh, no, it does. We're going to spin you all the way around. We're going to intercept the 191 outbound first. So if I'm looking at the chart here and I'm looking at my HSI... we're going to depart off runway 18 to 191 to 10 DME, then a left turn. There's no other VOR DME that I need to tune in here, so we're going to double up on our nav panel. We're going to put 112.0 in active nav 2 as well. All right, active nav 2 is the same. Now that first VOR IZT is 112.2, so we'll have that in the standby. 112.2. We'll also have you stand by over here, 112.2. All right, that all looks good. I am happy with that pre-flight setup. How's our loading process? We got about a minute left for passengers. So, with a minute left on the passengers, let's go ahead and run through our overhead. That looks good. Flight recorder is test. We are enslaved. Instrument comparator warning. I don't know if I can I test that and look at the same time? It's kind of a hard angle. Yep, there it is. There's a comparator lights. Okay, that checks. We'll go ahead and get the anti-skid on. That looks good. Auto brakes are disarmed for right now. We should get the navigation. We'll get the logo lights on while we're sitting here on the ground. Pitot heats, those are coming on. We'll test these lights here for the valve. That all checks. No need to do a ground test. No smoking. Seatbelt sign is coming on. Beautiful. There's our microphone monitor. That checks and works out. Engine start. Window heat. Power on test. Overheat extinguishes the light. Okay. I'll check those. Boom, boom. Okay, wonderful. We'll turn those off for right now. We'll get those after engine start. Don't let me forget. All right, overhead panel looks good. Coming down the flight engineer panel. Getting ready for engine start. We'll get a fuel tank pump on in each fuel tank. One on each Looking at our transit valve lights, we'll cross the board. 1, 2, 3. Looking at our fuel quantity is on board. 1,000, that all checks out. That looks good. Hydraulics are set for engine start. We can do an engine vibe check. Oil quantity test. Going to drop these down and bring them back up. Make sure that the needles aren't stuck. That looks good. Coming up here, our cruise altitude is 29,000 feet. We might have to adjust that.
Bank angle.
Uh-oh.
Bank angle.
I did test a juice hack and it works on Steam. Install SU3, download all the content. Roll back to SU2 stable, the content stays. SU2 no streaming, tada. Might try on MS Store Smile.
J.J. Stevens, my man, thank you for the $3 super chat. Really? No streaming on Sim Update 2. So you went to Sim Update 3, downloaded everything, and then rolled back. See, now that's interesting, though, but that's on Steam. I'm not on Steam. I think I would get hosed if I tried that. I'll have to do some more research. Thank you, J.J. Stevens, for the $3 bank angle check, my man. Appreciate you. Very, very kind. You're flying it right now, said JJ? Oh, man. All right. I'll have to look into it. We'll see if I have any issues with Sim Update 2, and then I might have to do that. All right, 29,000 feet. The backup pressurization is 3.2 on the cabin altitude. So we're going to knock you down to 3.2. Landing altitude is going to be much higher. What is Tonkantin? Let me pull that up. We're going to look at the landing altitude. Tony Toga gifted 5 memberships over on the vertical stream. Tony Toga, thank you so much, man, for the 5 gifted subscribers over there. Very, very kind of you, sir. Appreciate that. If you pick up a membership from Tony Toga, make sure you shout him out and say thank you. Represent the vertical cam. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you. VOR20, I'm just going to pull this up to see elevations. It's going to be 3,300 feet. 3,307 is what we're going to set. So landing altitude, 1, 2, 3. We'll call it 3,310. We'll round up 3 feet. 3,310 is, or wait, that's 3010. It's 3,310. All right, 3,310 on the pressurization panel. That is set. All right. Are we all boarded up? AJ Funari dropping the $3 super chat as well. If I do this, JJ, does VNAV work on the E-Jets? Oh, snap. He says yes. Oh, my goodness. Wow. AJ, we might have a breakthrough with AJ here pretty soon with the FSS E-Jets. All right, boarding is complete. We're getting into the crucial spot here. Let me get through these super chats and we'll continue on. I got to have a straight train of thought here before we go into crucial mode. Thanks again, AJ. Thomas Ray for the $10 super chat as well. Thank you, my man. Appreciate the support. Fun fact, the instrument comparator is very similar avionic item, but different function on the DC-10. On the 10, it's actually a projector and scrolling tape with the autopilot status that scrolls. That is very interesting. Man, I wish we had a good DC-10 coming. I know we got that freeware one coming, but thanks, Thomas Ray, for the $10 super chat. Mr. Knowledge Base over there, reading all those tech manuals. Appreciate you, Thomas Ray. Thank you for the support. Okay, so we are done. Let's go to takeoff. Let's go ahead and put in MMOX, runway 19er. That's what we're blasting off. Flaps, should we do 15? Yeah, we'll do flaps 15. We'll sync the weather. We will be set EPR in trim. Max runway takeoff weight 157.4. Our current weight 158.9. Chat, we are slightly overweight, but that's okay. We are experienced overweight 727 drivers. We'll set the EPR in trim. We'll set the speeds. 157.4, huh? What about flaps 20? Flaps 25? 157.411. Doesn't really make a difference. I tell you what, let's do flaps 20. Just give us a little extra juice. We'll do a flaps 20 takeoff. All right, flaps 20 takeoff, new EPR, new speeds, 130, 30, 34, 62. All right, beautiful. That's all set. All right, who's ready for engine start? Let's get 1, 2, 3. Those are coming up. A beacon light is on, and we need to close up the doors as well. So let's go over to the aircraft. Let's go ahead and remove the boarding stairs, close them up. We'll move the chocks and cones as well. Rehires from Aerosupra, so we good. We're good, Alex. Hopefully, water's not here, so I think we'll be safe from all the memes if we go off the end of the runway. All right, Magic Bear Ref update one last time. We'll just set a top altitude of 29,000 feet as well, before I forget. 290 is set. All right, ready for engine start. Ready to start engines. All right, bleed is off. Now, what we need to do is turn off the packs, and you'll see the pressure actually comes up like this. All right, that's proper. We got the APU bleeds on, engine bleeds on for engine start. You ready? Here we go. We'll go start engine, we'll go 1, 3, 2. Starting engine 1. Starter valve open. %, N2. Fuel on. Light up. Over temp, don't tell Gus. Once the engine gets stabilized, we'll start number 2, then we'll close the windows. Zippy, what's going on, man? Gonna have the bobbing if we don't fix the CG. Trim is too out of range. What, are you talking to me? I've never had a CG out of range issue. I'll take a look at it though. Grounding 3. Where's my CG? What CG are you talking about? Left and right. Everything looks good, man. Sounds an op. My Blackbird levers get here tomorrow. I hope they're worth the wait. JJ Stevens, I promise you they'll be worth the wait, my man. I can promise you. Which levers you get? Got here just in time for the fearless crew impressions. Do you do this with every old plane? I do it with almost every plane, Diabetic Lad. It's made an impression on me. All right, let's go ahead and close up the windows. All right, we got 2 good starts. Engine 2, grounding 2. If I can click it. I like how Whiskey Throttle added. Look at this. You see this nice little boxed engine panel? That's courtesy of Whiskey Throttle livery design right there. That looks excellent. Not all of them had it, but some of them did. Actually, I want to say a lot of the US ones did. I don't know. I feel like in a lot of pictures I've seen, maybe it's just the pictures that I've seen, they have this like boxed out center panel. Oh, you got the 777? Oh yeah, JJ, dude. You're going to love them, man. I promise you. 777 levers are close to, they might be my favorites. Just because there's just so much to them. Alright, roll back, engine stabilized. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Let's go over to the flight engineer panel. 1 for free. Gen 1. Gen 1. Alright, generator 2. Sync them up. Close. Generator 3. Closed. Gen 2, Gen 2, galley power. Oh, I should have turned the galley power that off and put you on essential TR. Those all look good. We're Gen 2 across the board. Let's get the rest of our fuel tank pumps. All lights extinguishing. APU light is tripped. We'll go ahead and shut off the APU. APU coming down. Ground flight, we are in ground mode right now. Looking good. Okay. Auto brakes going to RTO. Auto brakes RTO. And we are flaps 20 for takeoff. So here we go. 2, 5, 15, 20. This mobile stream's interesting. Bradley, welcome on, man. Welcome to T-Mobile. I feel like the 727 is one of them science project panels you make. I know. It is, and I love it. Why is my yoke vibrating? Flight control check. Beautiful. All right. What's the CTAF here? What's the CTAF at Wahacha? Someone said 118 point something. One 183. Uh-oh. Oh, chat. 26-6. Chat, we've been cooked. We just had Mexico Center hop on. 126.6. You know what else we forgot to do, chat? We never put this in the nav. That would have been catastrophic if we left that in the line mode. Alright, we're back. Distance time. Desired track to waypoint 1 is about 109. That checks because we're departing 180. It's going to be a left turn to 109. So that checks out. Alright, now we're ready. I guess we'll call them. I need to see if my push to talk works. It does. Oh my gosh, chat. I don't know what we're going to do here. I don't know what we're going to do here. Let's get the charts out. Let's get the SIDS out. He might give us one of these. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Mexico Center, good afternoon. Mexicana 357 on the ground in Mike Oscar X-ray. Clearance to Honduras, please.
Mexican 357, roger. I clearance request. Thank you. 1 second.
Right. I don't know why I get so nervous with these guys. This guy sounds nice, though. He sounds nice. Hit the like button for a Texan talking to Mexico Center. Oaxaca. All right, Oaxaca. Thank you. I panicked, Tyson, and I didn't want to say Oksana, so I panicked, and I had to do the phonetic. Well, this is good. We're burning fuel. Oh boy.
Sorry, 2 aircraft once. There was another aircraft calling about a Mexicana?
Oaxaca queso is muy delicioso.
Mexicana 311, roger. Clearance request number 3, yes, bye.
I would watch a SEAL team, and you do remind me of that one Texan dude on it. Nice. Which one? One of them's actually a SEAL, I forget. Or a Ranger. One of them was actually an Army Ranger. I never watched that series. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I never watched the series. What does recommend?
Can you take the Istmo 3 correction? It's gonna be the Istmo 3 departure for East Quebec.
Affirmative. Yeah, we can do the Istmo 3 for Mexico 357.
Alright, Mexicana 357, clear to turn continue via Ixtepec, Victor 1, Tango Alpha Papa, then a filed. Climb and maintain Pablo 290, it's going to be the Eastmo 3 departure, runway 19er, and squawk 3215.
Alright, clear to Tan Canteen via Victor 1, Tango Alpha Papa, Asphalt 290, Itzmo 3 departure, runway 19er, squawk 3215 for Mexicana 357.
Mexicana 357, a reback is correct. Let me know when you're ready for taxi.
All right, we'll give you a call, ready to taxi at Mexicana 357. All right, let's just make sure we're not
Mexicana 981, I got your clearance. Let me know when you're ready to copy.
looking at the wrong chart.
Mexicana 981, cleared it on Quincy.
He's not giving us this one.
Yeah,
No, he's not giving us
this one. 13, Tango Alpha Papa.
He's saying Ismo.
Climb
That's my only
via
confusion.
Correction, climb maintain level 370.
He was saying Ismo.
Runway 19er, squawk 4233.
All right, so which one? Oh, Ismo 3, so we're going all the way to 104. Okay. All right, so that's what we have planned. All right. We're ready to go. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing, chat.
Let me know when you're ready for push start. Correction, taxi.
Tower just got online. Chat, look at all the airplanes here. Shit. Ay, ay, ay. And Center Mexicana 357 on the ground in Oaxaca, ready taxi. Ah. Oh, 3215.
All aircraft on Oaxaca requesting clearance and taxi. We got a tower actually to come on. You can tune them on 118.3. Tower on 118.3.
3215.
Right off, take
3215. We'll tune on COM 1. Right click. It worked. Oaxaca Tower, good morning. This Mexicana 357 ready taxi. Bueller.
Mexicana 357 Oaxaca Tower. Good morning.
Better. He's probably like, you guys are all over each other here on the ramp. It's probably going to have to be either a Charlie back taxi or can we get out to Alpha? No, everybody's in the way. Ooh, we got an Aeromexico MD-80 7.4. There's more airplanes on the ramp in Oaxaca than ever before. I love it. We do have our tiller up and ready to go as well. Yeah, Thomas, asking about the throttles. Do not dip Pro Desk Sim, man. I've had multiple ones from there. Not worth it, in my opinion. Save your money, wait for Blackbird if he doesn't have the ones you're looking for.
Mexicana 357. Now, who was with taxi?
So Mexicana 357.
Mexicana 357, runway 19er, QNH 3021.
Even the radio sounds like
Charlie,
Mexico.
Enter runway, backtrack approved, line up and wait.
All right, runway 19 Charlie, backtrack approved, light up and wait, 19, Mexicana 357. All right, 19 Charlie, that's right out here, backtrack approved. Let's go. Brakes released, taxi lights coming on. Here we go, Chad. Breakaway, let's go.
81, Oaxaca Tower, good morning, runway 19er, QNH 3021. Winds count, taxi via Charlie, hold short runway 19er.
QNH 3021, runway 19er, taxi via Charlie, hold short 19er, Montana 981.
Tower.
Stand by. The other aircraft, Charlie X-ray Kilo 69er.
Oh yeah, sorry.
For clearance. How is your call sign?
My call sign is Career Track. It's ATP Flight School.
Career Track 69er, Oaxaca Tower, good morning. Stand by.
Where are we getting a takeoff config warning? Is it because the flaps? Spoilers are stowed.
Career Track 69er, you're clear to some continent, 5, climb and maintain flight level.
There we go, yep, it was the flaps.
200, expect 370 final. Runway 19er,
Oh, I just turned the wrong way
Istmo 3
for the backtrack.
and squawk code 4.
Don't mind me. It's Mexico. We'll be fine.
Alright, cleared the ISMO 3 19er. Initial altitude 200, and final is going to be 370. Squawk code is going to be 4223, and then expect 19er. Is that correct?
Carry track 69er, read back correct. Push and start approved and ready for taxi.
Don't mind me going off the
we're
road
ready
center
to
line here.
taxi now. Clear
No, I
track
feel
69.
like my nose wheel doesn't allow me to turn all the way.
Carry track 69er, runway 19er, wind correction UNH 3021, taxi via Charlie, hold short 19er.
Tara watching V1 like, what's this guy doing?
Taxi Charlie, hold short 19er, and we got the altimeter for 3.
I was thinking runway 19, but yeah, we got to backtrack, especially since we're about 1,000 overweight here. It's called a V1 lineup. I like to do an extra wide turn there. All right, I guess while we're lining up, let's go ahead and get all the lights on. These are coming on. Everything else is on. Let's not go off the end of the runway. We'll come over here, ground flight to flight. Engine 2 is off. Packs are coming on. That panel is set. Everything else is set. I think we're ready to go. All right. Last sip of coffee. Oh, look, here's a nice 180 on the runway thing. That's what I need right here. ACV rolling. Damn, just double check flight controls are still working.
Mexico 855, Oaxaca Tower, good morning.
Oaxaca.
I hear you about 2 out of 5. Can you increase your volume?
Lucas, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Good morning.
Mexicana 357, runway 19er, winds calm, clear for takeoff. When airplane contact departures 126.6, have a good flight.
Runway 19 are clear for takeoff. Airborne 26 nothing. Thanks for the ATC. Mexicana 357. All right, runway 19 checks.
Mexicana 357, 126.6.
26.6 on departure. Mexicana 357. Thank you. All right, 26.6 for sake of don't ever do that, but this is just for sake of simplicity. 3-person aircraft with 1 aircraft. All right, here we go. Yoke cam is up. Throttle cams are up. Yoga's in chat. Godspeed. Here we go, friends. Nose forward on the stick. We're going to try to set thrust all the way here, too. Power set. Brakes released. Too much juice on 1 and 3. Bringing them back. All right. Power set. Intercept the 191. Then a left turn. What was the DME, chat? 10 miles? I forgot to check the DME on my ARC. Oh, I love flying the 727. Thrust set. 100 knots. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, 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 come on. V1. Rotate. Watch the tail. Oh, here we go. Come on, baby. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. I had a split second of a stick shaker. We're up. All right, let's go ahead and join that. Let's just make sure we're on the actual SID. It's 191 to 11. Departure, good afternoon, Mexicana 357, just off runway 19 or 6,200, climbing 290.
Mexicana 357, welcome back. Climb maintain level 290.
Climb maintain for level 290, Mexicana 357.
Port leaving 18,000.
I'm sorry, I blocked you there. It was climb flight level 290, and I blocked the rest of that.
No worries, continue with the Istmo 3 departure and report leaving 18,000. 18.
All right, we'll continue the East 3 departure report, leaving 18,000 for me, kind of 357. All right, 1,000 feet, let's lower the nose. Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Speed, speed, speed. I thought we had a nice trend in airspeed, and then we didn't. Blackbird controls, I'll get to you in a minute, my man. I really hope we don't have a flame out here. All right, there we go. Now we're getting through 160. 3 miles. All right, here we go. Flaps 15. There we go, here we go. Flaps 10. Now we're cooking with gas, Chad. Now we're cooking with gas. Do we do ground flight to flight? We did. All right. There it comes. 200. Flaps 1. And clean it up. Looking for 250. We're at 8 miles. Yeah, we're over 1,000 overweight, so I gotta turn the sim sounds down a little bit. We're looking for 250. Power's looking good. All right, after takeoff checklist, gear lever is off. Climb power set, 202 and 2. 250 knots. Pitch for climb now. We're 7 miles, looking for 11. Then it's going to be a left turn. We got to spin my heading back around. We may have to get the autopilot on. All right, 250. 9 miles. 9 miles. All the super chats and bank angle checks and Blackbird controlling, I'll get to you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Just got me in a critical phase of flight here. All right, here comes 10,000 at 10 miles. Let's go ahead and start the turn. All right, twist 10, turn 10, so it's going to be 181. I'm actually going to bring the power back a little bit here. I just need to get this under control. We're going to make it 171 on the course. We got to spin, keep that heading, but we come in a little bit. We're at 13 miles. We need to get back down to 11, so I'm going to come left further. You can see the radials we're passing there. I'm going to continue to turn that. Let's go 161. Try to eat some of that mileage off the DME. All right, we're out of 12,000 now. Lower the nose. We'll look for about 270-ish. We could do that as well. Put the power back in.
Ghana 981, good evening. Climb, maintain level 370, continue with the
Here comes the next arc.
And reports leaving.
We'll go to 151. We're at 12 miles. 1 mile off, that's fine. Mexican radar. All right, 151. I'm going to try to get this locked in here. I'm going to go autopilot on. We're 13 for 27. About 290 knots. That looks good. So we're trimmed out. I'm going to come down here. We're going to go autopilot, out, cell, IAS hold. Heading select, spin left, spin left, spin left, spin left. $140, let's go straight to 131. See, I can't move the heading bug with the Bravo, which is unfortunate. We got to verify our radial outbound is going to be the 104. 104 outbound is what we're looking for. We're at 11 miles, we're still looking good. 290 on the speed. Okay, we're right at 11 miles. Let's parallel the station. All right, that's looking real good right now. Out of 15, we got to report 18. After 128, it's going to be 118. Mileage is looking good. Look at that. Was the arc at 14? 11. Oh my gosh, it was. Gosh dang it, you're right. We did an 11 DME arc. That's all right. Mexican radar. We'll just maintain 11. After all that, I screwed it up. It's 14. It was 11 to start the turn at a 14 DME arc. We'll go outbound a little bit. We'll set course 104. Matter of fact, we'll just join 104 on this right here. We'll join the 104 right here.
Mexico Center, Viva 2134 with you. Flight level 340. Apologies for the delay.
All right, let's go low.
Out cockpit.
Low captured.
134, good evening, squawk 3213.
Out of 18.
Squawk 3213, Viva 2134.
Set our make out of 357, vacating flight level 180.
Make on a 357, roger. Report leaving flight level 210.
Report leaving flight level 210, make out of 357. We got to get on the 104. I'm going to come back to heading mode. It's a little bit too slow. Let's go turn knob, heading. I'm going to fly you in heading mode here a little bit.
Center, stop at 1701. IFR 2 Miami, please.
Starfleet 1701, clearance request. Stand by.
Center bay, make on a 357, leaving flight level 210. Establish with Victor 3.
Make on a 357, roger.
All right, Victor 3 outbound, close enough. Go back to nav local. Outcell is still armed. Whew, okay. Did I hear 180? You did, Diabetic Lad. Listen, I'm stressed, okay? Chat, I'm stressing. I'm stressing.
Mexico Center, bird track 69, airborne.
I'm stressing. And I also got, there's a lot of things we got to do here. So I'm going to get our noise canceling headphones on because the 72 is loud. So noise canceling headphones are on. We're established outbound. If I look at our flight plan, because he's got us on the ITSMO, so according to this...
Alright, continue to flight level 370 and report leaving 18,000 feet.
It's XTEP, which was IZT, which is waypoint 1. And if I look here, distance time, 74 miles to waypoint 1. So what we can do now is we're actually going to aux nav. We're going to go ahead and go aux nav. We're still in IIS hold. Outcell is armed. This stays in nav mode, and we are actually navving now off the INS. Okay. Chat.
Expecting 29 left, Viva 2134.
Power is a little bit over tamping. They really need to get...
Just verify transponder mode, Charlie, please.
Sorry, make a 357. We'll recycle it. If you ever forgot the transponder, you were told to turn it on, you said, I'm going to recycle
Thank you very much, make on a 357 to continue your climb to level 2, Manager.
Continue climb flight level 290, make on a 357. Hit the like button. All right. Whew. Okay. What was that? Agent Magnus, what's up, man? I'm going to be in cruise in seconds. I know it. I know it. All right. I don't know. I don't know what that noise was. What did I miss? Blackbird Controls gifted 10 memberships there on the takeoff roll. Thank you, Blackbird Controls. Appreciate the support, my man. Very kind of you. Yes, we are indeed using the Blackbird 727 levers. So if you're wondering which levers I'm rocking,
heavy, ready to go.
they are the Blackbird. Check them out. Exclamation point throttle.
Heavy.
You will not be disappointed. That I can assure you.
Upper Tango 106.
Thank you, Blackbird. I also missed something else from, what did I miss there? Lucas, thanks for 5. Hey, Iceman, appreciate you. Got the 727 working on 24 for Skibo. Baron Kia to Skibo. Fabulous. Low mins. Just flying VOR and Loke. Fantastic, man. Gotta love it, Lucas. Captain Corn Dog, what's going on, my man? How's it going? Well, we're going.
Alpha Tango 1.
We had a very busy departure, but we survived,
Flight level 350
and everything is looking good. So I can't complain.
Starfleet 170,
All right.
whenever you read back correct, let me know when you're ready for push start.
We are Starfleet 1701.
Let me get the.
Starfleet
I want to get.
1701, push start approved
I got to
on
get the map
speed,
up
which is causing the 787 off to your right.
on the.
Yeah, we're getting wing walkers. Start pushing in totally.
On the vertical stream because I want to look at the arc.
Contact Merida Center on 128.3. Have a great flight.
128.3. Thanks for the ATC, Mahicana 357. All right, I'm gonna tune that on column 1 via the right click, and then I want to look at the. I want to check our arc out on the vertical stream. Let's check in here real quick. We're at the center. Bon dia, Mahicana 357, 27.8, climbing flight level 290.
Mexicana 357, good evening. Climate in flight level 290, and whenever, what is your Mach number for a cruise?
We're doing decimal Mach 82, decimal Mach 82 for Mahicana 357.
Thank you.
No, you're impressed we got it done? I mean, barely. Yeah, flight engineer will set the takeoff thrust. Makes it a lot easier for fine tuning. 737 speed brake, 727 throttles, 777 flap lever. Yeah, well, Blackbird, I couldn't tell which one was which because the fairings work, or are labeled, but the levers themselves are not labeled, man. So I was confused. All right, we're leveling off at 29,000 feet. I'm gonna check the arc here in a minute. Let me just get us established. We'll throw the autopilot, or we'll go cringe mode. This is a very fancy 727. It's going to have auto throttle. We never set magic barrel ref either. There's 299 or 2. It's going to adjust. Let me look at our arc that we did here on the vertical stream. Oh, chat, not bad. Our arc is not terrible. You could see where I made the adjustment right there. I'm like, yeah, we should have just gone to 14. So we started the turn at 11, and we screwed it up. I wonder if can we see these guys' tracks? I want to see if these guys do arcs. We'll have to check back. There's career track. They're all FMS arcing, though. That's cheat mode. We'll come back, and we'll see what their tracks look like. All right, decimal Mach 80 is about, I think, all we're going to get. Let's go ahead and set the auto throttle. All right. Smoke them if you got them. Seatbelt sign is off. We no longer need the overhead panel. Or actually, yeah, we need that. We don't need the dome light. That's off. That's off. Well, maybe we need this. Does this make any difference? Probably not. Yeah, it kind of brightens it up a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll turn that on. Control stand white. Cool. All right. Man, I'm sweating. That was a fun departure, Nova Speed. I mean, dude, that was, I don't even know. I gotta turn, I don't know, is it too loud or not? For my own well-being, I need to turn my sim sounds down even more. I gotta turn my noise canceling to high. Okay, let's recoup. Mad Dog Lexi is gonna be banned very soon here. All right. Lucas, thanks for the 5 hey ice again. Did you see the flight deck to sim stream on the CSS-73? I did. Let's say that was very polite about the state of the product. I agree. He was very polite. He's also not, I also don't think he's wrong. He's basically said that there's potential there, which I think there is potential with that CSS-73. Just it needs it, because as of right now, yeah, I'm not interested. If it was on 24, I would have probably tried it out, but to get that type of airplane right now in 2020 is just not my cup of tea. FSX terrain down there? Where? I don't see no FSX terrain down there. I see Turk terrain. That FSX Turk, get out of here, man. Go back to Yellow Sim. Al W, what's up, man? It's a beautiful day in North Texas. Actually, those ashtrays, use those ashtrays in the rear once upon a time. Yeah, we're going to do a little cabin tour here as well. I have to scroll back in the chat here. Blackbird has given away approximately 78% of all memberships on that channel. Hashtag not sponsored, I promise. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I want to go back, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, we were overweight. We were definitely overweight for departure, but I think the airplane did okay. What's crazy, right at rotation, if you've never experienced a stick shaker, and then you experience it in the sim, it gets your attention quick. I can only imagine what a stick shaker would feel like in a real airplane. I felt them in a real airplane in training and stuff, but I mean, just on a normal flight, like positive rate, gear up, shaker, not a good feeling. And the Brunner, the force feedback yoke gives you that stick shaker, and you will respect it. Vodka, I'm sure you can attest to that, having to deal with the shaker. I mean, it will make you jump. That is for sure. Aerosukra Ops disguised as Mexicana. I know, Lucas. I said I got rehired by Mexicana, so we were okay. I've been crazy busy lately. Sorry, things are taking a bit. Blackbird Controls, no worries, man. Yeah, he is busy making throttles. I would adjust the vertical cam, that throttle cam there, but it's kind of if I adjust it, then the problem is, unless I get different cameras for every single peripheral, then every time I move one camera, it's going to adjust the other angles. So I'm just going to have to leave it as is. You can stare at the NOP sticker for right now. Really, you're supposed to see them. I can probably pull this out of the way a little bit, because the auto throttle's on. So if I put that there, let me just make sure thrust levers aren't. Yeah, thrust levers are being held perfectly, so we're good. Yeah, I'm going to need more cameras. All right, let's take a look. I'm checking in on the flight tracker cam. Oh, we can see everybody's departures now. Ah, man, these guys are cheating. No one's doing arcs. A Delta fan blew through his arc. He's on a 321. I don't know what departure he flew, but it looks like he did an oopsie. That doesn't look right. Career track, he just said hell no to the arc. He just did right angles. We have an Aero Mexico MD-83 blasting off right now. We're going to track this one on the flight tracker cam. We'll see what his arc looks like here in a minute.
Media center for track 69 plus and through.
Hand flying DME arcs puts hair on your chest. Yeah, sure does. Sure does. Jeremy Harvey, what's going on, man? Low altitude stalls are scary because you don't have a lot of room to recover. Very true.
Good evening. We're at contact climate in level 370.
All right, we are naving via our INS.
Up to 370, crew track.
Wow,
69.
that's beautiful out there. Look at that. That is not FSX at all.
I'm Mexicana 981.
OAX Tower here. Richie, thanks for hopping on Tower, man. Appreciate you. That was fun. Thank you for hopping on, giving us some ATC this morning. I forgot to turn all my lights on. Or off, rather. The strobe nav beacon, wing and logo are coming off. But thank you, Richie, for Oaxaca Tower, man. That was awesome. Delta fan says the autopilot screwed it. I don't know how. Sure, Delta fan, sure. It's the autopilot's fault, right? Chat. Gustavo, you're Merida Center? Ah, well, welcome on, man. Thanks for the ATC today. Hopefully we didn't screw anything up for you. Trying to fly this airplane single pilot while streaming is quite the challenge. Now that we got a 72124 total cargo ops, Lucas. I already have the livery installed, buddy, just for you. I already got the livery installed. It will happen. Watch when I do it. You'll like not be available to watch. Lucas has been asking for total cargo ops in the 727 for the last like 6 years. All right, I need to just regroup here mentally. Should have taken control of the arc out of St. Martin. Was flown better by the Phoenix. What airplane are you in, Delta fan? Oh, let me check. Let me see. What I could probably see what you were in. Career track already passed us? Oh no. Delta fan, were you in a Neo? Oh, no, you're in a 321, according to this. All right, we could see Aeromexico, the Mad Dog. He's should be starting his arc here pretty soon. Zippy says it's so weird watching the stream and being like, I've flown over this before, and we're going to the same places too much. Zippy, no. So you know what's... It's cool. So let me tell you this feeling. See if I can put this into words. So that feeling that you're talking about applies to real world as well. So when you fly, like for me, so like my whole career, I started in the, well, I'm in the U.S. I'm U.S. based, right? So I start flight training in a certain area. I flight instruct in a certain area. You know, my first job's in a certain area. You start to see things and terrain features that aren't even that apparent or, stick out that much, become familiar, and you start to identify where you are without even like just looking at normal ground, like no specific feature. And that happens real world all the time. Like, I mean, I can look out the window and I can pretty much tell you where we are in the U.S., like at least get close. Most of the time. Now there's some areas, you know, that would be harder than others, but you know, it's pretty if after you've flown 10, 15 years in the same continent, you kind of get an idea what stuff looks like. Now, what's really cool, kind of long-winded answer here, in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024,
Anchorage track 695 direct to Tapachula, Tango Alpha
I've
Papa.
gotten the same vibe. Like, I'm like, man, I can identify where we're flying just by looking out the window at just seeing what the terrain looks like. That's how awesome Microsoft Flight Sim is.
Direct Tango Alpha Papa.
Diego Gaming, this is a 727-200 passenger on 2024. But it's crazy. I can see, even in the sim, like I'll fly over part of somewhere that I fly real world. I'm like, oh, this is exactly what it looks like. You get that same vibe of you've burned holes in the sky over that same exact spot before. When are we flying Avianca again? I don't know. We haven't flown Avianca. I'm kind of waiting I'm hoping we'll be able to do some Avianca in a 319 eventually. Oh, that's kind of a cool shot right there. Question for you, V1. Looking at Volanta, says you're on a VATSIM. Are you back on VATSIM? I might be out of loop. We're on Aveo Premium. All right, where's our Mad Dog? Did he do the arc? Nope. He just did a right turn and a or left turn and a left turn. No arc for him. He got vectored out. All right. We're cooking. We're just past Salina Cruz. What do we got out there? To Chiapas. All right.
Mexico 311, good evening, direct contact, climb 370.
Scud running the Cash J3 Cub down I-35 in 2024. That's awesome. Amir, you're doing the arc? All right, we'll have to check in. Took me way too long to realize you can actually overlay the jet streams and significant weather on SimBrief map to figure out the best route for flight. Yeah, so you get the proper winds and loft stuff, right? I have news. I threw one last Hail Mary for an airline here in the UK and got an assessment. They fly gunmetal gray with red engines, and you told me it was your fave Euro livery. Uh-oh, really, Zippy? All right, man. Well, that's very exciting, dude. Very exciting. Except it's not in the U.S., so it's less exciting. Because you're not going to move out here. I can enjoy my coffee now. You're the MD-80? Okay. I'll have to double check. Is the advanced version... this is not the advanced version, Jeremy. This is the 280V is... It's got bigger engines. They're coming though. They're in the pipeline. Did the DC-9 ever get any fix in love? Ken LeMay, I almost flew that one. I have to look at it. I don't know if there's been an update since the last time we flew. Does anybody know if there's been any recent updates on it? I don't think there has. But the one flight we did wasn't terrible. We could fly it again. Yeah, it's got the clamshell reversers on the ADV, I think. And I think they have hush kit option. We need the dash 10 on the DC-9 vodka. I'll have to look. Well, I'll take a peek. I mean, we got a lot going on in this stream today. We got a lot going on today with all the different streams. So I haven't forgot, but I'm also hoping we're gonna do a. I'm hoping we're gonna do a SOP flight, or not SOP. Geez, what is it? Turboprop flight later. Why DC-9 when you have PMDG who makes DC-6? I think it's supposed to get updated for 24, right? When they update it for 24, maybe I'll take a look at it. Nothing is guaranteed. I think I'd still move to the U.S. in the future anyway. Unfortunately, the more I stay here, the more I realize I don't like it as much. Yeah, just an American at heart, Zippy. You can do San Andreas Island to Cartagena, real-world ops. Oh. We haven't flown to Cartagena in a while. King Air stream when? As soon as we get the Black Square King Air in 24. I guess we have the C90 Proline 21. Problem is the sounds are not very bueno. Do you have any study tips for students? Studying what? I don't know. One of the tips, something that always helped me studying, regardless of what I was studying, I suffered from, I don't know if it's like a short attention span, but if I try to study the same thing for more than, 30 minutes, I just don't retain anything. So my tip, especially when I was going through flight training and stuff, when you're trying to go through an FCOM and you're trying to go through the actual manuals and all that stuff from your airline, I had to take breaks. Like I would go 30 minutes, and then even if my break just consisted of get up, walk down the hall 5 minutes, get something to drink, come back, sit back down. I feel like the more I kept breaking it up, the more I would retain. Because if I just sat there and forced myself to read for 5-6 hours, I wouldn't retain hardly enough. So that's kind of my tip. Blackbird Controls dropping another 10 gifted memberships. Blackbird, thank you so much, man, for the support. You must be busy, man. Got to run to the workbench. Happy flying, Cap. Thank you so much, Blackbird. I appreciate the support. I can't wait to see what you're working on. And yeah, I think we need some labeling on the speed brake levers. Maybe that's why it didn't fit properly. I had a heck of a time getting that the speed brake lever to fit at the track. Oh well. Thank you, Blackbird. Appreciate all the support, my man. A-Rot's in the house. What's going on, man? We were talking about you yesterday, but I can't remember why. Or 2 days ago. Well-written study books have a 30-60 minute chapter before a small quiz covering the topics. Yes. Yeah, that's good. Does it help to have someone else quiz you? For me, not really. I actually studied the best alone. That actually was the best. Now, SOP stuff, if you're talking like airline stuff, trying to get your flows down, yeah, you got to do it. You got to sit next to someone else and practice. The 727 track isn't backwards compatible with the 737 speed brake. Track has to be skinny. Ah, Blackbird. So that's why I have to like pull it out to slide it back. I see. Okay. Well, which one is this? How do I know? Is this the 727 lever, Blackbird? Where are you at? Hold on. Don't leave yet. Is this the one I need? I thought it had the little black triangle. We're having real world Blackbird controls. See, this has a black triangle. This one has a black triangle. This one doesn't have a black triangle. The 727 speed brake is almost identical, but it has a short, fat handle and the black triangle. Okay. Rip. What waypoint are we going to? We're going waypoint 1 to 2 now. That checks. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find where the speed brake was. Hold on. That's a flap lever. Flap lever. We got some in-op stickers. I think I found it. I think that's got to be it, right? Let's see. Let's reinstall our speed brake lever live. This is kind of a risk. Pull that off there. Oh yeah, they definitely are different. Look at that. Huh. Who would have thought? All right. Man, if only the engineer labeled these things. Oh my gosh, that fits so much better. That fits so much better, Blackbird. All right. Appreciate you. Labeling for dummies, please. That just fit on like a glove, dude. I love it. Blackbird's doing God's work. Amen to that. All right, we're level 290. We're tracking INS nav. Waypoint 1 to 2. Distance is 74. 9 minutes. Then it'll be waypoint 3. Let's go outside. Let's enjoy some views. I hit the P button. Is that pause? No, it's not. All right, good. Let's get ourselves a little vibe here. Still sounds loud. Is it loud for you? Knock it down a little bit. Cali, what's going on? All right. We're back, chat. We are back.
Copa 86 temporary radius.
Sorry, say again?
Media Centro, muy buenas
I'm going to
tardes,
turn the
Copa
airplane like almost
866.
off. Because it's that high pitch is...
Copa 863, posición.
Oh, yeah. This is it. This is the vibe. How long is the flight, Nova Speed? What's going on? So if you look at the top of the vertical stream that you're on, you see that little bar that's progressing. It's a purple bar, and there's like a dark purple that's kind of a third of the way. That's the progress. There's probably, if I could just give you an estimate though, so it was an hour and 30-minute flight, and we've been airborne for probably a little more than 30 minutes, so we're probably under an hour left to our destination. All right, fellas, enjoy the flight. I got to get back to cracking out the orders, especially for the folks who actually got an early shipping notification because I pulled an idiot move. Nice. All right, Blackbird, thank you for all the support, man. And again, chat, if you haven't already, you saw it live here. I mean, Blackbird controls for the Honeycomb Bravo. There is no other option. That's where you need to start. That's where you need to start. 737, 727, 777, 146 levers, allegedly. To me, they're vaporware because I don't have them yet. But yeah, check them out. Question for you guys. I've been thinking of getting the iFly Max, but at the current exchange rate, it's 500. Quite steep for you. Is it worth it? Lucas, that's going to be a question for... that's a good question for someone else in the chat. But if it was in 2024, I would say yes, because I'm heavily into 2024. For me right now, to reinvest in 2020 is just not what I'm interested in. I can attest I got the Blackbird 7.3 controls and haven't looked back. Excellent. Another happy, satisfied customer. I have the Max Nova Speed. I enjoy it. The sounds are amazing. We flew it. We did some Hawaiian ops in it. I really like the Max. I actually miss flying that 7.3 Max. It's just that I don't, even right now after I had to reinstall Windows, my computer doesn't even have 2020 installed anymore, which is kind of sad, but not really. Mad Dog, I would like to fly Mad Dog at some point. Is it just me that having the problem with the auto throttle after disabling it? I can't seem to disconnect the auto throttle. Seth, are you talking about on the 727? Thrust said in the house. What's going on, buddy? Thrust set sim. Captain AB, what's going on, buddy? Going to order mine today. Hopefully we can get a 320 set from Blackbird soon. Ooh. Seth, I haven't had that issue. Are you sure you're disconnecting it via the control panel? like that flight guidance panel. I just want to check here. So here's the Aeromexico 855. His arc was okay. He flew out to the proper 14 DME. I'm looking at the arc here. You see this? I don't know. Mine was more arcy. I think I win the arc competition. I really like this Volanta feature where you can see other people's routes. We're going to have to do more of this, and then we can do... we can compare routes. Like, that's the career track. He's still at ATP flight school. He doesn't know how to do arc, so he's just flying at right angles. Who's this guy? Oh, Delta Fan. No, that was we already looked at Delta Fan. He attempted to do the arc, overshot the 14 DME, came back, rejoined. Very similar. Like, this is kind of similar right through here, but yeah. I don't know if you overshoot the turn. I'm not sure what happened there. I undershot it though, so mine's not correct either. I undershot. That guy overshot. That's us right here. Cool. We're just going to go over San Jose El Huete? Huh. And then we're going to be entering Guatemala, and it's actually going to be a pretty quick flight. Wow, look at the conga line for a 727 stream. Man, y'all have been... Man, well, let's see. We got 1, 2. Well, that's me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 conga liners in out of Mexico today. Fantastic. It gets stuck. It happens to you twice after the update. Well, Seth, I hope it doesn't happen to me. I haven't tested it, so stick around. Maybe it'll happen to me. I don't know. I haven't experienced it yet, though. Delta Fan says, so once I got 14 DME, the plane did a slight right turn to the intercept, which messed up the arc. Ah, yeah. I see what you're saying, Delta Fan. Yep. Yeah, that's probably just a sim issue. Lucas, I overshot Barranquilla arc by 2 miles. It's fine. It's okay. I undershot mine by 3. The 7.2 passenger variant release? Atis, yes, it is. Do you want to do a cabin tour? Hey, check this out. Let's do it. Let's do a cabin tour. So this is a custom whiskey throttle livery. We'll do the cabin tour right after we make the turn. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We're going to make a turn, cinematic turn here, and then we'll do a cabin tour. Custom cabin. It's actually quite nice. I really enjoy this airplane. In 2024, I feel like it's got new life. I would like to see a texture overhaul to the wings. I would like to see that. Even livery creators, like if you guys are livery creators out there, dirt on the wings on the 7.2 is good. There's one guy that did that old school American livery. Had some nice dirt on the flap track there. I like the dirt here by the APU. Again, this is a work in progress whiskey throttle livery. Not released yet. That's like how people ask. The EFB is awful? Which one? The 7.2? The 727 EFB is fantastic. What you talking about, man? It's real life. Zippy, you're not seeing any on the vertical stream? Really? For real? Or are you just messing with me? The vertical stream is up just fine, dude. Don't know what you're talking about. If you guys wonder what I'm like referring to, and I'm looking at the flight tracker and the maps and the arcs, check it out here. I'll pin it for you. Oh, you were talking about the Max. Yes, dude. The Max EFB is atrocious. By design, though. It's by design atrocious. Maybe we weren't going to turn.
357, you're in my airspace.
There we go.
Cinema is not online. Move to Unicom 22.8, see you.
Over to Unicom 22.8. Thanks for the ATC. Make out a 357. Well, now we're going to miss the turn. I know it's 22.6, but hold on. Here we go. We've got to see the turn. PC users can't see what you're looking at? I don't know what you're talking about, man. It looks plain as day to me. You can't see that on the PC? You can't see my arc? You can open multiple windows, Zippy. That's the benefit of PC. And it promotes you to go click on it. Give that video likes or give that video views. Who's calling me? I ain't got time for this. We're going to do a cabin tour here after we complete this turn. What's the breeze route? JJ, I don't know yet. What should we do, bud? What's a good breeze route? Maybe like, I see Cali Simmer peeking in over there. What should we fly for breeze today? Like, what about, do they go to, what's that airport in the mountains up north? Like somewhere in the Dakotas or whatever. What's it called? Gosh. Everyone flies there. It's really pretty mountains and snow. Not Provo. We could do Provo, Utah, though. Provo's a good one. Jackson Hole. Thank you, Andy B. Yeah, Jackson Hole. I was thinking of Jackson Hole somewhere. Jackson Hole or Provo? Or how far we could do Provo to Jackson Hole. Talk about scenic. Rapid City. Talk about not scenic. Do John Wayne to Provo, Utah. Ooh, okay. I like that. Maximum takeoff. John Wayne to Provo, Utah. I like that. Which do I like better, the 7.2 or the 7.4 Classic you flew a few weeks ago? Oh, man, that is such a hard question because I love that 7.4 dearly. I just don't love X-Plane dearly right now. It's getting better. It's just it's totally different. I will say the 747 Classic that I flew Nova is, it's got more of a vibe. It's got more of a comprehensive feeling to it. I think that one still takes the cake. But I still really, really like the 7.2. My two favorite airplanes, 727, 747 Classic. So I'm partial to both of them. I think this 727, if it got a couple more, tweaks, especially in the sound department, maybe a texture overhaul on the wings, maybe we could compare a little bit more. But it's really hard to compare two different airplanes and two different sims. FS Expo, there's some amazing stuff coming. I got behind the scenes look. I can't wait, Thomas, right? I cannot wait, man. All right, let's take a little cabin tour. Here we go. Passenger variant 727 custom cabin. We have a lavatory with a rose in it. Can't wash your hands. Does it flush? Oh, it does flush. Can't wash your hands though. Love it. We have a flushing toilet in the forward lav. Fantastic. No smoking in the lavatory, please. Nice custom seats here from Whiskey Throttle. Man, look at the boxiness is spot on. So if you ever seen the 727 interior, you got kind of that boxy looking overhead. Beautiful. You don't like the FlyJ Sim 732? I've never flown it in X-Plane 12. I enjoyed it a lot in X-Plane 11, man. I really enjoyed the FlyJ stuff. Really did. Nothing bad to say. FlyJ stuff was some of my favorite aircraft add-ons. No smoking in the lab. See the latest green dot. I know, I saw you publish that Air Canada one. I gotta watch it. What about the Boeing 707? Meh. I know you're a purist, but Jackson Hole Airport looks great in 24, just saying. What about Cali Simmer? What about John Wayne to Provo to Jackson Hole? Andy Boyce, I do remember the smoking section. Yep. The smoking section. Smoking or non-smoking? I love the seats. The seats are looking good. What do we got here? Oh, we even have Mexicana safety cars. Man, Whiskey Throttle sparing no expense. Broshishu Sintron. Look how wide the seats were back then. They're like half this width nowadays. I used to work on a 727 freighter variant all the time while in A&P school in college. Very cool. Now they just burn them. Fire departments do controlled burns and firefighter training on the 727s now. I used to fly Mexicana all the time. I wish I would have paid attention to what aircraft I was flying on. Yeah, that would have been cool, man. Way to screw it up, Tyson. I know, I wish I paid more attention when I was younger, too. If you're not doing 2020 anymore, are you going to wait for Bluebird to release a 757 for 24 before you fly it? Oh, Phoenix Galaxy. So that is the dilemma, Phoenix Galaxy. That is the dilemma, because I was keeping 2020 for the Bluebird 7.5. When I had to reinstall Windows, I deleted, well, I didn't. The Windows reinstall wiped everything, right? So it wiped 2020. It's going to depend. I'm going to see the Bluebird 7.5. It's already been confirmed that we're going to see the Bluebird 7.5 at FS Expo. So once I get my eyes on it at FS Expo, then that will help me determine if I need to reinstall 2020 before it drops, or if I'm content waiting. I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to be content waiting just because 757, come on, man. However, I still think we're a little ways away. Aft galley. Got the little foam here. Love it. DB Cooper stairs. Don't go out here. I think this is a pressurized bulkhead. Or is it not? I think this is pressurized. I actually have to go to pee. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick lab break. We'll be right back. Seriously. Bluebird is gonna blow your mind. Are gonna reinstall 2020? I probably will. Probably will. The only dead breaker for me is that FT-Sim doesn't work for the MD-80. I know. Well, Lucas, somebody was saying yesterday that it does work. Close the toilet seat. Oh, look, we got 2 soaps. We got some hand sanitizer and soap. And they actually have toilet paper in this bathroom. Very nice. All right, cool. Let's go back up front. And then I think I'm going to do a quick lab break before we start down as well. That Cafe de Olla latte, whatever it was, going through me. Working 2024 sceneries. Vertical Sim, Provo, and UK 2000 SNA. Ooh, spicy. All right, we're going to have to I'll take a look at them, JJ. I think that stream is scheduled for 3:45. Depending on what time we land, I think I'll have enough time to check that stuff out. All right, I'm going back to work. We'll leave the cockpit door open because this is circa like 1992. So, all right. Oh, this is a cool shot here with the eyebrow windows. All right, y'all have control real quick. I'm going to run out and use the lav. I'm going to use the real lav, and I'll be right back. I don't have my be right back thing, so you have control. Don't touch anything, Lucas. Catch you guys right back in give me 2 minutes. Then we got to start prepping for Honduras because that's going to be a little spicy one too. Be right back. All right, we back. How are we looking up here? We've got waypoint 2 to 3, 2.6 minutes. Outside view. Oh man, looking good. Let me turn the sim down. Those ear-piercing JT8Ds. Wow, look at the clouds and the like around the mountain base down there. Ooh, chat. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. How we looking over here on the Volanta cam? Tegucigalpa. Is anybody on the ground? There is. There's a CRJ on the ground in Honduras right now. MGGT to MHTG. That's one of my favorite routes. I try not to fly it anymore because I feel like we've flown it a lot, but maybe not. But Guatemala to Honduras, that's a fun flight. It's short, action-packed, scenery-packed. Gotta love it. I'm in a furniture store, lounging on a couch, watching V1 while the wife shops. Excellent, Scott. Ryan Barbosa, what's up, man? Looks like I was thinking about getting into 2024. Just got the A350. Very cool. I'll tell you this, the 350, in my opinion, and in my experience, has less issues in 24 than 2020. Cryon, what's going on, buddy? Can I request a flight that mentioned earlier, San Andreas Island to Cartagena? I'll keep it in mind, buddy. I'll keep it in mind. What are you getting at the furniture store, Scott? I want a new couch. My wife said no. FT Sim released the 2024 specific sound pack? Okay, I'm going to have to look that up, J-Foot. Dagger 11, I have an issue with the TBM 850. When I add liveries for it, they don't show up in the menu. Livery issues are probably a sim compatibility issue. Are you getting 2020 liveries in 2024 or vice versa? Other than that, they should work with the TBM. Now, also, what TBM 850? The black square one? Captain Simp, thank you for the $5 super chat. You forgot to mute while in the lab. We heard everything you did. Oh, and next time, don't forget to use the soap. Exactly. Thanks, Captain Simp, for the $5 super chat. Hey, I washed my hands. I still have the rag to prove it. Gotta use that soap, man. Gotta use it. Let's see. Centers offline 26. Oh, yeah, that's an old message. All right, good. Thank you, Captain, for the $5 super chat. Someone asked about the Starship earlier. Yes, I do intend to get the Starship. I want to check it out for sure. You forgot. Oh, no. The black square on. Yes, I'm adding 2020 for 2020. Huh. I've not run into that issue, Dagger 11. I'm sure that doesn't help you out at all either, but it's been so long since I flew the TBM, I can't even remember. The only thing I can think of is maybe one of the liveries is not compatible with the latest update. Maybe the version you have is updated or not up to date. I know Microsoft can get finicky with variants. DJ, what's going on, man? It's been a while, Cap. How is 2024? Well, I've been loving it, dude. Sim Update 2 seems to brought a lot of attention to it. Even XP72 has been flying it. So you know it's got something. Oscar, what's going on, buddy? On the way home from Grand Old Texas, tuning from the E-Jet. Oh, you're tuning in from the E-Jet. Well, we're going to be flying E-Jet later today. If I can, here's the thing. If I can get it bound up in time. Sim Update 2 bindings are a pain in the butt because of the delay input lag. It's about 5 minutes every time you change a control input. So, yeah, I got to deal with that. VNAV wins soon, allegedly, Sandman, allegedly. But I'm going to show you just how fun the E-Jets are even without VNAV. Don't tell AJ. All right, we're almost there, almost top of descent. I can start looking at some charts here. You got any secrets inside on the BFU? I don't know what you're talking about, Eamon Burke. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna do for lunch. I gotta see if I can get lunch before the next stream too. Allegedly, Callie Simmer. Allegedly. The lag in the control bindings is annoying. I know it. I don't know how that even happened. Like, does nobody test anything? But apparently it's already fixed in Sim Update 3 beta, so at least they know about it and they've got it fixed. Tuning in while working on a Piper Aerostar. Very cool. What a nightmare this is to work on, especially the sealed pressure areas. Well, Starsep, thanks for tuning in, man. Stay focused. If it's in the air, maintenance put it there, right? In case anyone is looking for some pucker factor, crosswinds at O'Hare gusting 30 knots. That'll pique the interest. That'll pique the interest. Victor, what's up, man? As a commercial pilot, how early do you typically brief the approach? 250 miles is about what we do for our SOP. 250 miles, we start prepping and give a brief for the approach then. Will we be landing on 02? What are the winds, Delta fan? You're in that fancy Airbus. What are the winds down there? Iglufu, I know. It wasn't in the beta either. That's what I heard. I'm not sure how that happened. Marco, we've done that visual 20 circle 02. Maybe we'll do that today. The winds are variable. All right, waypoint 3 to 4, and then it's going to be, let's see, what waypoints were my numbers? So waypoint 1, 2 was tap, 3 was rough, 4 is TNT. Shoot, we're 158 miles out. We got to start, shoot, we got to go to work, chat. What are we doing? We're just cruising. Waypoint 4 is TNT VOR, chat. We need to go to work. Lucas Bumpton, thanks for the 10 hey, man. Appreciate you. The early stream is perfect for me. Standard Brazil time, UTC -3. Some suggestions for the cargo ops. All the way around, Gru to Vix, have some awesome sceneries. All right, man. Well, thank you, Lucas. Appreciate you, man. I will keep that in mind. I will keep those in mind. I'm sure you'll be. We might do one of those that route actually. I feel like I've done VIX. I feel like I've done that. I think that's a good. So I think we should do that. I feel like I've been there, or I might have a scenery for that. All right, the star we didn't file, but these are RNAV, these are RNAV, so we can't do any of those. So that leaves us with the approaches. So we've got the VOR 02. We've got the VOR 20. Circle 02 is what we're going to do. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to circle. Because the RNP 02 is the juice. Right? We can't do those. So VOR 20, circle 02. Visual 20 or VOR 20, circle 02. That's the one we're going to do. Alright, that's what we're going to do. MHTG, we'll put up the taxi chart as well. Toncontin is still 22.8, I believe, yeah, for the ATIS, or well, not the ATIS, the thingamajigger. Alright, looking at this is going to be kind of a challenge. Let me look at the stars. What do they have for altitudes? Coming up from Talag, Melvo is at 9, Talag's at 10. So we're going to descend to 10,000, and we're going to load up our plan for this. Maybe we should do full procedure VOR though instead, since we don't really have any circling charts. Should we just do the VOR 20? Maybe we should just do this one. Let's just do this one. Because I don't think we can circle. I don't have a circling chart. So we're going to do full procedure. TNT 12.3, we got to cross it at 9,000 feet. So we're going to set 9,000. That's 20,000 feet to lose. 246, 60 miles on descent. Right now we're 135 from TNT. So we're 135 miles, almost 60 miles or so till we start the descent. We're going to cross over the VOR 9,000, track outbound on the 199. Toncontin is 12.3. Let's go ahead and get that dialed up. 12.3. Throw you on active 1, 12.3 is net active on 2 as well. We are not picking up any TNT yet. That's anticipated. So we hit this, proceed outbound, procedure turn, back inbound, straight in for 2-0. This looks steep. 3.2 degrees from 5 DME inbound. Cat C&D aircraft, 5620 or 2313 Barrow, so or rad out. So let's go ahead and set a rad out. Can I request Ryanair one-wire landing? Yeah. Marco Topanta, welcome to Private Pilot, sir. Glad to have you on board. Exclamation point welcome. Thanks for joining the channel, man. All right, 21, 22, 2300 feet is set on the radio altimeter. 2300 is set. VOR outbound, PT inbound 6700. We can descend to 8000 while we proceed outbound at 7 DME. We want to be slowed up. Is that on that as well? So looking at the landing perf, we're going to do flaps 40. We're going to do this here, 3007, minimum landing distance 5,000 feet. We've got 6631, so not a whole lot of wiggle room in there. Let me go back to landing perf. Will be EPR and bugs 1.99, 86% go around. A VREF of 126. I'm gonna wait to set speeds till we're basically turning final. VAP of 131 at flaps 40. All right. Yawning, excuse me. That checks out. If you don't know how to do the 3 degree rule, you could do a managed descent and start down. Right now we've burned 10,800 pounds of gas. That's crazy. Time since takeoff, 20, 40, 1 hour. Gotta love it. I'll put you back on this here. Yeah, I love the paper look of the EFB. I love this on that the CFB. Absolutely love it. 727 nose cam here. Tonkan is the best. As a kid, my mom would take me to the end of runway 01 back in the day to see the mighty 7.5. Yes, man, there is a sweet. I'm sure everybody's seen the famous 7.5, right? Watch this video a ton. Yep, 18 years ago. Hold on. Look at this. Then it'll probably be about time for us to go down. Watch this. This is what we're going to do when we get the Bluebird 7.5. First flight, Miami. Miami to Honduras. Straight wing 7.5 American. Bare metal. Look at this. Juicy. Guess we can't do that anymore. It's unsafe. Now everything's got to be RNP, this, RNP. They actually landed short. Did you see that? So, he actually landed short on the runway. You're not supposed to land in the displaced threshold. You're supposed to land at the threshold, which don't call them piano keys. Everyone calls them piano keys. They're not piano keys. That's the threshold. There's the displaced threshold. Land and the threshold. Ugh, he's short. Just barely. Just barely short. Spoilers. Look at the crosswind. Nose comes down. Full reverse. 757. Being awesome. Unlike the 3 go-arounds by V1 and the 777. Exactly, dude. Exactly. That wasn't my fault, though, was it? That's called a one-wire, exactly. That was all. I mean, I remember watching that video over and over when it first came out on YouTube. That was 18 years ago. I can't believe it. All right. 60, he said about 70 miles we'll start down. I feel like we're too close, but we're actually descending down to, I mean, the field elevation is 4,000. We already set field elevation, landing altitude 3310. That checks. All right. Everything looks good then. Anthony Valilo's here. What's up? That was probably you, Anthony. Was that you? Was that you on that landing? Real 727 driver in the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah, that hill is gone now. I think it is. That hill gone now? I'm not sure. I think I crashed the first 2 times taking off there in the A320X. Needed flaps 3 just to clear some buildings. We took off in the FlyJ 727 out of there in X-Plane 11, and we almost crashed as well. John and Beaumont says that was their 3rd attempt. Oh, really? They had to stick that one? That would make sense then if they went around twice. Probably get a little bit tight on the fuel. All right, 9,000 is set. Auto throttle is. We'll just keep it on for right now. Actually, I'm going to disengage it. I'm going to go auto throttle disengage. Auto throttle disengage. We're going to go altitude arm, IS hold. Down we go. That was aggressive. Variable at 3. All right, cool. All right, we can see that we've actually picked up TNT VOR. We're going to be looking to track the 199. So are we really coming up from the south? Yes, we are. So we got to make a right turn, 199. We're coming, yeah, straight at it from the west here. So we're coming in this way. There's a lot of mountains out here. All right, we are starting down. Power's coming back. Let's go. Variable at 3, scattered, 1017, no sig. Thank you, McGoatmail. Appreciate you. Got the weather report. Reminds me of the overnight Aerosucre ops when you couldn't get off the runway. Oh, the overweight Aerosucre ops. Yeah. Yeah, we were way overweight on that one. Shallow out this descent a little bit here. Down we go. Robin H, what's going on, bud? All right, we are approaching. I'm going to go ahead and just... That's going to be a left turn. Wait, what? 199. I'll have to look at the chart here in a minute. I'm looking at... oh, okay, yes. We're going to land on that runway right there. Yep, it's going to be a right turn, 90 degrees. All right, I'm going to put the vertical cam back on basically vertical cruise. And we'll have our Volanta for the landing rate on this one. So that's all set up. Starting to get some chop on the descent. We'll get the seatbelt signs on. Starting up the CJ4 in a moment. Ooh. Well, I wish I could fly the CJ4 next, but no one wants to watch CJ4 ops. Does the CJ4 work in career mode? Like, can we do some good flights? Should we sell a PC-12 and get a CJ4? The Lane Shark, what's up, buddy? Sim looks amazing. Thanks, dude. 2024. Default. Doing 2024 things. Is Pero-Bhutan supposed to be one of the hardest approaches? Yes, it is. Innsbruck is also not easy, and some in South America. I'm sure there's some down there as well. Yeah, Pero is, I think, one of the... the thing with Pero is there's the least amount of pilots. I think there's only like a dozen pilots at any given time that are qualified to land at Pero-Bhutan. That's a fun approach, too. That is fun. 46 miles out. Let's see. We're crossing 21. So that's 10, 11, 12, 36. We should be at 36 miles. We're at 45, so we're ahead of the game. We're looking good. But it's actually quite bumpy on this descent. I'm gonna try to shallow this out here. This. I'll rock that back to about 290. Trying to shallow out here a little bit. Chris, you landed in Pero in real life? That's awesome, man. That'd be one heck of an approach. You know what? They also had one hydraulic pump. I forgot. They didn't run both at the same time, right? Turn B off. Is there any way to refuel the 727 manually? All of my dials are on 0, but the clipboard shows loaded. Do you have power to the airplane, Macy84K? Do you have power to the airplane? Haven't seen those. We have to have an ACI episode of V1. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, dude. Do a little magic barrel ref here pretty soon. I cannot imagine landing a Pero IRL. I think they'd have to be sedated. I'd be so nervous. That would be, I mean, it looks sweet. I would love to experience that. Maybe the next time I go to Recurrent, I should see if the instructor, we can load up Pero-Bhutan. Try to do it in the real sim. Did you see Ty King and his wife take off in Pero and Bhutan? No, I haven't, Swim and Climb. I haven't. Robin H. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm going to pick up the Starship. I'm not super, like... The only thing I know about the Starship is it's very unique. One of my good buddies, he flew the Starship, and it has a lot of CRT screens. That's all I know. So it's not like a super anticipated aircraft for myself, just because, like I said, I don't know much about it. It's just kind of one of those airplanes very niche. But I fully support Black Square, so I'm definitely going to check it out. I definitely want to fly it. I want to see what he's got cooking over there. It's a very intense approach, flying straight towards a mountainside. Going that fast is exciting. Yeah, it's gotta be something, man. All right, 15.4 for 9,000. Barrow's been updated to 9,8. 9,000 is set. We got to track the 199 outbound. I'm gonna go ahead and just set a 199 now. It's gonna be a 9. It's gonna be a tight right turn. It's gonna be more than 90, isn't it? Keep us in, might throw us in heading mode here in a moment. Starship is a very different airplane to feel like you're flying something Soviet with the redundancy, but Blade Runner with the automation. And for that reason, I'm very intrigued, actually. I'm very intrigued. I'm not sure, Mickey G. I don't know who did the sounds. I don't know. I did fly the Avanti P180 Novi. I enjoyed it. I'm just waiting for a 2024 compatible version. Dan Larson, these are the Blackbird control levers. Yes, highly, highly, highly recommend them, Dan. All right, we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to lock in vertical speed. I'm going to select turn knob, heading select. Heading is selected. We're going to maintain this heading. Vertical speed, I'm going to bring the power back to idle. We're going to kill this. We're going to go up a little bit here. I want to slow down. I'm going to bug 250. Actually, I'm going to bug 200 here. I'm going to get the speed brake out. Let's get slowed up here. All right, time to go to work. Sounds are coming up. Are we on Unicom 122.8 is what we need to be on. Tonkin traffic, Maycon 357 is a type Boeing 727 with 15 miles to the west, inbound for the VOR runway 02. Full procedure, Tonkin traffic. 10 for 9,000 to level off.
1,000 to go.
Lights are coming on, because I don't want to do this later when we're in the middle of the circle. No smoking is on. We're going to go auto brakes medium. Kind of using my RMI here. You can see we're pointing, we're about 100 is about the track to the VOR. There's 9,000. We're leveling off. We just entered a thunderstorm. Feels like the way the airplane's bouncing around. Yeah, we're on 22.8 now. 122.8. Confirm. Scotty, what's going on, buddy? About to get very busy. Just Flight website says that Starship has bore sounds. Oh man, well that's fantastic. I'm even more excited now. Swim and climb. That is fantastic. I'm very curious. Throw it in the. I mean, throw it in general, or maybe somewhere in hardware. I'm curious how you did that. That seems pretty sweet. Does this thing have terrain radar? No, it has a weather radar. I wish it worked. Old school, like what, Strike Finder, little tube radar. I wish this tube radar was just, even if it had default weather radar, I think it'd be so cool to have that. I think it'd be cool to have that, just default. All right, let's go ahead and slow up here. Let's go back to 200 knots. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and landing. We're going to go set EPR and speeds. $9,000, then $8,000. Let's come back to about 180 then. Let's bring it on back. Getting ready to go over the top. At the TNT VOR right now. There it is. What is that? Why are we getting a... Oh, speed brake. Alright, turning outbound. I thought it was power setting. We gotta slow down. Turning outbound now on the VOR. 199 outbound to 7. We can descend to 8 as well. Alright, we're tracking outbound for 7 miles on a right turn to 244. I think I might be getting that weight and balance issue. See how we're kind of porpoising a little bit? I'm going to hand fly this. I'm going to see if it makes any difference here. Pilot's off. Here comes the VOR. 8,000. Alright, start the turn. Outbound 244. When we are outbound in the turn, we got to maintain 8,000. So maintain a flaps 5. Let's get back up to 8,000 feet here. Once we turn back inbound, we're looking for 019ers. So we'll spin this back around. Alright, we'll just maintain 78. That's fine. So 244, then a 064. Oh, I forgot flight recorder. Alright, flight recorder's up. Alright, that's been a minute. Let's go ahead and bring it back around. 064 on the heading. I can't spin my heading bug, use the throttles. I really need to get this heading bug down. I just can't do it all manually. I need a heading bug bike. Good, we're 180, let's go flaps 15 there. Round to round we go, 064 to re-intercept the 019 inbound. 019 inbound, we can drop down to 6,700. They'll know because the VOR is alive, we'll just keep coming around. Consider that established. Keep coming down 6,700 feet. We're still at 180. Tonkan traffic, Mahikana 357, about 13 miles out for the VOR 02. Turbulence doesn't help. Let's get that needle centered up. 6,700 down to 60 ME. Goodness, look at that updraft. Must have a little bit of a crosswind too. Yeah, it's pushing me away from the course line. Look at that. 300 feet to level off. 10 miles. Looking good. A little bit slow. Just get some power in there. 160 is fine. Yeah, it almost seems like we need about a 030. Alright, there's 6,700 feet. We'll level it off. And we'll maintain that to 5 out, and then we can descend down. Yeah, there's a wind up here for sure. The rad house going alive already. Tonkan traffic make on 357, 7 mile final, runway 02 on the rest. All right, when we hit the 5 mile mark, we'll throw the gear, we'll configure flaps 40 and try not to smash it. I know you're not supposed to land flaps 40, but back in the day, you could land flaps 40, and I'm going to do it because it's way cooler. A bit low corrected there, 6 miles. We're about to hit that 5 mile mark right now. Okay, so gear's coming down. Power's coming back a little bit. Some trim in there. We can go all the way down to our minimums, 2,300. Gotta recalibrate that spoiler lever. Flaps 40 coming in. Flap shake. Okay, we gotta actually fly. We've got the replay to watch, but let's fly it here. Runway's in sight. Flaps 40. Gotta get her trimmed out in the slot here. Oh, I totally forgot, Anthony. Yeah. I totally forgot. 1.2 tracks, 221. Yeah, I could have been using that. That would have been helpful. I'm visual now. Yeah, I totally forgot about the SIVA assistance there. That would have really been nice. That's right. We'll take a look at our Volanta track. We'll see how bad it was. We're not infringing on SOPs if we're simulating the past. Exactly. Alright, runway's in sight. We're landing. And Honduras traffic at Mexicana 357. We're TNT inbound, about a 3 mile final now for 02. I still think, what do you think of the drag at flaps 40, Anthony? I mean, we're coming down 3.5 degrees here, but I don't know.
500.
Sync brake check.
400.
Sync brake check. Keep coming down. Yeah, see, I'm virtually at idle. At flaps 40, it doesn't seem right. We're fine. We're fine. I should have inhibited the jib whiz there. There's the hill.
100.
Should I land early like the American
50,
7.5?
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh. Spoilers. Reverse green. I guess there is no reverse green. 3 in reverse. Manual braking. Blue 70. That didn't seem too bad. Step on the brakes here a little bit. I'm glad we recorded that one. All right, here we go. Take it off the left. Need more sounds though. Really need more sounds. Need a sound overhaul. Tonkan traffic, Mexicana 357 clearing, runway 02, taxi ramp, Tonkan. Alright, let's clean it up. I think that might have been a greaser. That might have been a greaser. Let me stop the recording. Let me save the recording. It's saved. Really stutters the sim when I do that. That's alright. Oh, we're in the dirt. Alright, we're reconfiguring. Let's do this. Let's come over here. We'll kill all these. Taxi lights on. That was all good. We'll kill that. Let's open up the doors. We need some fresh air here. Fresh air. We'll do that. we're not going to start the APU because we're just going to go check the replay. We've got about an hour and a half until our next stream. I got to do some things on that. Career track can do better. We'll see. Let me pull up the landing on our tracker cam. Doesn't have a landing impact or foot per minute yet. Maybe after we end the flight? We'll see. The 7.2 is a bushcraft plane, isn't it? I thought a 727 driver once told me. What was that? If you can see it below the nose, you can land on it. Oh, is our reverse still open? Not sure what that was. I've noticed that on some occasions the airplane seems to have less drag on approach than I recall the real thing did. Not always, and not by much, but just saying. It's good to know. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, man. I mean, I never flew the 7.2, but I feel like flaps 40. From what I've heard, there's a reason they ended up putting those flap 40 lockouts in, right? So I feel like it should be borderline scary the amount of drag at flaps 40, and I didn't feel it on that one, but. I don't know. I say that, and I did a landing in Miami, and man, flaps 40, we just smashed it. It does seem to be hit or miss. Someone making that turn there on final, nice. Flaps 3 are full for you in the 320. Definitely want to do flaps full, Mick Oatmeal. Definitely want to do flaps full. Here comes career track. Ooh, that didn't look bad. That didn't look bad at all there, Mr. Career Track. Flaps 40 were locked out after the Salt Lake City accident in 1964 on most airlines. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, so I would imagine that it probably was a little bit more draggy. Career track's behind that guy? All right. I just love the way the flap 40 looks. I mean, it's just legitimate barn doors. All right, well, here's our turn. Ooh, came up short. Brake set. We never started the APU. I wasn't going to shut them down, but...
Suncock Rabbit 3 track 69 about 5 miles out to runway 02 on the Addons.
Oh, that's weird. You connect ground power, and it shut, like the engine shutdown sounds were for all three. That's weird. Alright. Well, we're shut down, nevertheless. Let's go see this career track landing. Let's see how everyone else does here. And then we're going to watch our replay. quartering headwind there out of the turn. I guess we should park it at the, where's the 1,000 footers? Oh, they're not marked on our runway. We'll call it right here. All right, let me see what our landing rate was. Review your flights. What? We got robbed, chat. In the words of XP72, we got robbed. 348 at 1.03 G. I'm going to call a BS. 348? Robbed. Robbed. Let's see. I can show you all here on the stats. 348, 1.03 G. Here's our approach. You can see we should have started the turn earlier. Made the right turn, outbound on the VOR. Procedure turn inbound looked okay. This was me trying to correct for the crosswind right there. So we got our crosswind track, came down, and I thought I gave you more details landing, but oh, there it is. Anyway, oh, we got someone inbound. Who's this? Is this career track?
Suncon traffic for track 69, short final 02, Suncon.
He's wing rocking. That's what a flaps 40 looks like? I don't think it was 350. Come on now. Maybe the runway slope? AJ, it is what it is. Oh, man, that's a bank angle around the corner there. Looks like he only has one landing gear. A 350? No, 321 Neo. With one gear. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Jeez. Is he gonna get it stopped? What airplane is he in? How on earth did he get it stopped that fast? That must be X-Plane 12. And made the first exit? What?
Suncon traffic for track 69, clear runway 02, taxiing around. All right. Let's take a look at our replay. Let's see how we did. We'll I'll actually leave the camera right here. That way other people can join the ramp park. We'll go like this. We will go drone follow off. Go back to the airplane. Put those on run. And I think we can just go into replay mode and close that. Oh, there's one more MD-80? Oh, shoot. Okay, reconnect. Where's the MD-80 at? We gotta see the MD-80. I want to see an MD-80 try to land this thing. I wish I could see the MD-80 on Volanta after your flight's complete. $349 feet per minute. I don't know about that. Where's he at? Just the time of day for these guys. All right, where's he at? On the RNP, an MD-80 on an RNP, that seems suspect. He's turning final? Let's see. I don't see him. We are connected.
Is he on the VOR? Oh no, he's at 7,000 feet. Yeah. He's. Oh, there's one over here though. Here's one guy turning in. Here's a Mexicana 319. We gotta watch this guy land. We gotta watch this guy land. And then I gotta go because I gotta get that other stream set up. I gotta get lunch too. All right, 320 on final. Everyone's doing the RNP. Over the hill. Holding it off, holding it off. Oh, nice. Oh, man. That looked pretty good. That looked pretty dang good, man. That was pretty good. Mick Oatmeal, you were the career track. Should have went around, turned too early. Phoenix has 500C brakes. That Mexicana did a pretty good job there. A little bit of S turning there towards the end. All right. I don't see anybody else turning final, do you? Let's go. Let's see how we did. We're going to disconnect. We'll launch our replay. Oh, I had both windows open. Run it forward.
1,000 to go.
300.
Let everything load in here.
400.
We don't have any juice on the window.
Seat brake. Seat brake.
200.
Seat brake.
Oh, that's why we shouldn't have shut down. Oh, we don't have any gear. Oh, no. Hold on. We got to stop this. We got to... Let's do boarding on APU. Let's go on APU state. Hold on. Let's stop the replay. On APU, gear handle down. We got to get the APU up and running, and then we can watch the replay. That's why I never shut down. I shouldn't have shut it down. I just wanted to hear shutdown sounds. Alright, APU is running. Cool. We got all the hydraulics on. Can I get any generators? We gotta get it spun up too. Start all three at the same time. Hot start them. At least we got some juice. Come on. Ah, that hardly bleeds. Note to self, don't shut down the engine when you are doing replay. Come on, light off, man, light off. That's not gonna do it. Dang, I wanted to see our flap 40 too.
To go.
I'm gonna stop replay. I gotta get these engines started. rotating, fuel. Hold on, I'm gonna watch this. There's light off. Rotating, come on. Fuel. There's light off. All right, good. Now we got it. Now we got it. Flaps 40. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. That's what I wanted to see. Flaps 40. Flap shaking out there. Love it. Single engine approach, use flap 5 for final. Man, that's got to be something. Single engine approach in the 727, you got 3 engines, you're down to 1. That's a bad day. All right, let's see how we did here. Oh, we got this to go. Full juice enabled. Oh yeah, we can see our, here's our cam. Yeah, see, I feel like flaps 40, I mean, we are coming down pretty steep. Those barn doors. Love those flaps, though. Look at those flaps, man. All right, 300 something? Let's see. No way. No way. Spoilers are out. Reversers are out. Bang on center line just about. That was nice. Watch it from the flyby right here. No way. Robbed indeed. Robbed indeed. All right. Watch this one. I wish the camera would follow the airplane. That's impossible to do 350, I agree. All right. You can watch the full replay. Here we go. Bring you back to the turn, I guess. Right about yonder. That's it. We've got about an hour or so. I might have to delay that next stream just a tad so I can get some lunch and get the E190 set up. But we're going to be going live in the Embraer E-Jet next, so quite the difference going from a 7.2 to an Embraer. This one was fun. I love getting back in the FSS 727. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Talent Raids, all ready to go. See you at the next stream. Mike McLaughlin said it was a butter. I agree with you, man. All right. I'll let y'all watch this landing. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for the support. Make sure you hit the like button if you like 727 content. We'll catch you on the next one. Zach, we'll definitely show up for the next one. Should be a good one. Should be pretty scenic, too. E190 in 2024. AJ's head's going to explode. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe, stealthy on V1. See ya.